Hello, welcome back from the break. And like I told you, today we're having a romantic meal. Very sweet, very delicious. Not just special, but exquisite and very unique. Now here, I'm making what we would call a chapati or a tortilla. I mixed my dough. I got oranges and I just got a peel. That is the zest of the orange. And then I mixed it. Instead of water, I used milk. I put some salt, some onion, and then some carrot, and that's why you see it looks like this. It has the orange zest, and it has the carrot in it. It has salt and some sugar, and I did it with milk. Now this would be the traditional chapati, but of course with my style. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you another version of the meal we just made. So I'll put this on my pan here. It's a very simple meal, very simple to make, very easy to make. A few minutes, and you will impress whoever it is that you want to impress in your living room. So while that is going, like I always say, multitasking is necessary in the kitchen. So I'll leave that to go, and then I will make another one here. Just roll it over. You want to rush to the kitchen and come up with something. This is something very simple, very easy to make, and then very, very delicious. Okay, I will leave that there. Just keep an eye on this going here. Okay, it's pretty much ready. I will put this over here. Then get this. Then just stretch it a little bit to make sure it is wide enough to give you the size of whatever you want to do. And put it over. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some vegetable oil here. I'm going to put just a spoon of oil or two and flip it over. Make sure we have a beautiful golden brown color on the outside, even on the inside. The same with this, and then we'll be good to go. Now the reason I'm doing it like this is because I want the cooking process to continue. So every chapati that gets ready, you pile another one on, so the heat is contained down there. So like 2 spoons of oil. Flip this over. Get another one, just to make sure you don't burn. And then, you know, wow, wow, wow. Ah, look at that. Hey. Oh my, my, my. Now the dish I'm making, I would call it, in my own words, a corporate Rolex, or in the version of Uganda here, it's called a Rolex or Chikomando or whatever. But it's basically a chapati or a tortilla made out of dough with milk, and I put some carrots, some onions, and orange zest to just have a flavor going. Like I told you, I love working with flavors. So I will flip that over too. Just go over again, the same procedure. Just give them a rough chop. Go in there. Still very small pieces that can easily be cooked. So when you eat, it's not something raw that you're not expecting or waiting for. Right. So have a green pepper there. And then, of course, our garlic. Remember the technique. And then it just falls over. Very simple techniques. Easy to adapt, easy to learn from, easy to pick. And then just go. Perfect. That's enough. Just a pinch. Now remember, yellow yolk, the eggs. I have my eggs here. Now I'm going to whisk this. These are 5 eggs, and I'm going to make 2 rolls out of this. So this would be like a Rolex or a tortilla roll or whatever name that you want to give it. So I will whisk this. just to make sure everything is fine. So I have my pan here going. Just put some oil, like 2 spoons, and then my oil is ready. So this time, no fries, no meat chunks, nothing. It's just the egg by itself. I'm just gonna put like half of this. These are 5 eggs. I'm gonna put like half of them. That's enough. Now the technique about the egg, if you want it to spread, it's just you roll it over like that. So it will give you a good spread over. Right. Flip this over. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick one of these guys. I want just one that is very soft and tender. I'm going to use this. Put it over there. Of course, here there's not really much technique. Just look at that. Now, look at how beautiful that looks. Now it's time to garnish and finish it off. I have my tomatoes here. Remember our technique? Just spread over. Very beautiful to the eye. Just a little sprinkle of salt. It's perfect. And then get into the business of rolling. Just roll it over. Now I'm gonna leave my roll here for a minute. I'm gonna finish up with the mango this time. We use the grapefruit here, we're using a mango here. Remember, it's all about creativity and simplicity. You go slightly close to the stone or to the seed. All right, so now another technique. When you get a mango like this, I'm gonna make a tortoise out of this. Very simple. Get your knife, it's very sharp. You make long cuts, like longitudinal. Just make sure you get beautiful long lines. And then you create squares. You go over again, same thing. Just like that. This is where you need to have a very sharp knife, so it can obey you and do for you whatever you want. So that way after, just look at that. Oh my. Now, I will put my mango there. Beautiful as it looks. I'm going to cut my rolls. I'll cut this aside. Just make sure you're generous on your pieces that you're cutting so they don't have to fall apart, you know. Remember, this is breakfast in bed. You know, we're having something romantic, something very, very exquisite. And remember, there's a line running on your screen. The way you see what you're seeing here is the way you get it from my kitchen to your kitchen. Very delicious, very, very impressive. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Beauty of the green, the white, you know, the gold on the outside. Now, this is what I will call a corporate Rolex. Now, it's not finished yet. It looks very delicious here. So I'm going to finish off these with an orange. Now, remember the same technique, the orange, the tomatoes, same technique. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get this orange and just pass it over like this, just to give that the flavor from the citrus or from the orange. So when somebody's eating, it looks like something familiar, but it tastes very different and very, very unique. So I'm going to finish it off just like this, just for beauty and just to feed the eyes. Now look at that. If you made breakfast for someone like this and they look somewhere else, then something is wrong with them. And you can reach me on Facebook, NTV Kitchen Delight. You can throw me a comment, anything you want to know, and I will be right there to answer you. Or if you can send me an SMS, it will be 6565, and there we will be in touch. And right now, I want us to take a very short break, and when we come back, it is the best part of the show. And I know you're now familiar with that part of the show.